That expression I just saw sums it up, I think. Darren, I imagine plenty of emotions right now. Sheer frustration at where you were at halftime compared to full time, relief at getting that point in the end, and then probably feeling like you've missed a chance with the teams around you dropping points as well. How do you sum up how you're feeling right
now? Annoyed, frustrated, disappointed, angry. Don't know how many more adjectives I can use, Sam, to be honest. Massive 2 points dropped today. Massive 2 points. And we've only got ourselves to blame. The second half, I'll be honest, I thought we were unrecognisable. That's the worst performance I think we've had since Portsmouth away. It was such a poor performance in the second half. We've lost awful goals. We're scraping to get a point against a team we're 2-0 up against. I haven't won at home since October. That second half was the opportunity for us to just go, your next game's over. We knew we'd get opportunities, but it was just an awful performance second half. I just said that to the players. I'm not going to tell you any different. And I don't know where it came from, because first half we were in complete control. Complete control, 2 really good goals.
Yeah, just it's hard to sometimes sum up, isn't it, with football? That's what makes football the crazy game it is. And it just, when it looked like you'd seen it out, a few minutes to go, obviously a quick fire double, which I guess was going to happen. If they got one, they'd get their tails up, your heads might drop. And just such a crazy couple of goals to give away that late.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke at half time. Whenever there's a 2-0 lead or a 2-0 deficit, the third goal is always the most important one. And I said to them, look, we've got to go and try and get the third goal. I thought we started the second half sloppy. We started doing things that I didn't want us to do. We stopped passing the ball. I mean, the first free kick we had, we've just gone long. We just keep the ball. That's what we were doing well in the first half. 3.5 dominated the game in the first half. So, first goal's disappointing. I don't see why I think it might be a penalty. It's a tough one, but I think it is. I think it is one. It's just got in between us. Lost the first header. Second goal, not good enough. Boys got in between us. And the third goal, we're all over the place at that point in time. So, most unlike us to concede 3 really, really poor goals. So I need to look at it back. But, I've just said to the players in there, look, this is our opportunity, to really show that we're ready to get promoted. Show that you get on the ball and pass it and move and keep looking to get on the ball. And in the second half, we didn't do that well enough. Substitutions come on. Idris gave a bit more energy. Sammy had to come. I mean, he was only going to get an hour, Sammy. But that made a big difference when he came off. I have to think of Tuesday, and he was very touch and go for the game. So I knew he'd only get an hour. But that made a big difference in coming off.
Yeah, thought it might be planned with the timing of him coming off bang on an hour. And obviously at that point, you're disappointed that you still don't have that 2-goal cushion because it's 2-1. In the end, not too much damage done, of course. Sunderland and Lincoln drawing, Hull drawing as well, but it's just one of those frustrations that you think, what could have been if that second half would have gone the way you wanted it to go.
No, I know you're saying we haven't dropped anything on anyone, but this is a terrible result. I just said to the players, don't think it's a point game because we scored 94th minute. 2-0 up. We're second top in the league for a reason against the team second bottom. I knew they wouldn't change. They never changed the way they play. They have to get a lot of credit for that. And I knew they'd be a dangerous opponent. I asked the players to be professional and ruthless. Second half, we were the complete opposite. So it's 2 points. Yeah, other teams have dropped points. This is our opportunity to win, to gain points on them, and we haven't done it. We can't do it many more times. We have to be ruthless. Teams that get promoted are ruthless, and today we weren't, and we missed a massive opportunity to do that. So it's a disappointing day. We move quickly on to the next one, and we have to be far better in certain areas, and players have to start performing better, I have to say.
Is it, when you have a second half performance like that and you're using the term ruthless to want to obviously get promotion, and you go on and you get 3, 4, maybe even more, is that purely a mentality thing?
Well, I think the psychological part of the game, especially at this part of the season, is huge. We do our job. You come out here, you win 2-0, or you go in and win 3, 4-0. Psychologically, that has an effect on other teams. There's no doubt about it. So, look, you can see, and everyone's seen today, that second half, nowhere near. I have to find out the answers as a manager. I have to look at it again and find out why. But my players have got to start showing a bit more arrogance and in the right way. Start enjoying the challenge we've got. In the second half, it looked a real slog. It should have been enjoyable. Should have been passing the ball, moving it, enjoying getting on the ball as much as we possibly could. And we can't have, a situation where we change the way we play. It was the most disappointing second half performance. Very, very disappointing. I have to find answers. I need to find solutions. Look, nothing has changed in the contents of points, but we can't have another performance like that because, that's 4 games now. We've only won 1, and we need to be better than that. But there is going to be points dropped, and there is going to be twists and turns all the way to the end of the season. And if we'd have come here, played well, got a point, then I might look at it differently. But we've come here, total control of the game, and then thrown away a 2-0 lead. That's the most disappointing thing.
Yeah, and of course they're a bit of an enigma, Rochdale, for their lowly position and their poor results recently. They had a good win at Lincoln. We know they play good football, but as you say, 2-0 up at half time, it can only be 2 points dropped. To focus on a positive, the quality of the 2 goals in the first half, Darren, must have really pleased you, and especially to see 2 players who haven't got maybe as many as they would have liked over recent weeks to get on the score sheet as well.
Well, Sariki needs to get more goals and assists, and he's done both today. His goal was outstanding. He was excellent. His pressing, his attitude in the time, he kept fighting, he kept running after them. He's a real threat. He was very good today, Sariki. And he had a bit of a bad back, but he got on with it. Fantastic goal, fantastic pass for the second goal. The keeper's made a big save at 2-1 off him. If it goes 3-1, you would like to think you'd probably go on and win. But he was excellent today in terms of what I wanted off him. Oh, he's a good player, and he took up good positions. He did the right things. I'm glad Jono got a goal because it's been a few games since, even though it was a penalty, it was a good penalty. I needed him to get back up scoring. So we just need to, look at it again as a group and go through where we didn't do things right in the second half. But we need to start enjoying it. It's a lot harder being where Rochdale are. Let me tell you, we need to start enjoying the challenge of trying to get promoted and not do what we did in the second half.
Yeah, despite being 2-0 up, as you say, your position in the table, Rochdale's poor home form, it never felt comfortable and enjoyable. It always felt a little bit nervy, but a chance for an immediate reaction, obviously against Blackpool, and then next weekend against Accrington. So, the games keep coming thick and fast. Sammy Schmodix, I assume, obviously a real bonus for him to be available today, and just taking that caution means that I assume that he's okay and available for the next few games. What was it that was exactly wrong, and how's he looking?
Well, he did some damage to his ankle ligament. I've got to be honest, he's recovered a lot quicker than what we thought. We thought he'd miss this one and Tuesday's game. So he's only missed the 1 game. And again, he's scored a good goal. To play him on Tuesday, I'm thinking I can only get him an hour today. So I had that in my mind. And he's done well to make the game at all, to be honest. Young Harrison Burrows, who would have played, he felt a tight hamstring yesterday. So that was the reason why he didn't play. But we've scanned it. It was just fatigue, but there's no way I'm risking people that have got problems with muscles, because otherwise it could lead to a longer thing. Jack Taylor's had another scan and he's recovering quite well. So I think it was important that, Sammy wasn't going to be out for too long, which is the case now. And
just a throw ahead to Tuesday, another away game. I know goals have been harder to come by away. Obviously, you've scored 3 today, but the caveat of conceding 3 as well. Your home form is obviously imperious, but you can't keep obviously asking for that to prop up and make up for the away results.
Well, if you are doing that, then you're going to have an extraordinary season at home. It has to be said. And I've looked and analysed, obviously, the games we've got coming up. Once we get through the Fleetwood game, we've got 8 games to go and 5 at home. But we need to start picking more points up away from home, Sam. You're absolutely correct. We lost to Burton. We've lost 5 points to them. We've lost 2 points today. We need to start picking up more away wins, because you're absolutely correct. It just puts so much pressure on you at home. And saying that, we've handled that really, really well at home. Our home record's great. And look, we've got we've got 3 out of the top 6 to play at home. So if we manage to keep that home form going, it's going to have a big bearing on the season. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, we'll quickly move on to the next one. Blackpool, really tough game. Good team. Good team. Got a lot of pace in the team. They're very good. Apparently they won today, so they've had a very good result. They're still fighting to get in the playoffs. And this is what I mean. Everyone's got something to fight for. We just need to start enjoying that a little bit more, what we've got to fight for.